nothing.
Yes, sir.
Nothing without you. Come on, Pastor Haynes. Good morning. I know you got a good word.
Hey, thank you, Rickey Smiley. Good morning. I'm nothing without you. I love this because some of us go through life and we feel like our lives are worth nothing. As a matter of fact, we feel like nothing in our lives is really going well and going right, and so as a consequence, we feel that we add up to nothing. But this is what this song lets us know, and that is, since you feel down to nothing, you feel like your life is meaning nothing, that when you add God into the equation of your life, if I'm nothing without God, then guess what? With God, all of a sudden, I am more than a conqueror. With God, I can do all things through Christ who gives me the strength. With God, there's nothing too hard that I can do because I have a power with me that is now within me that is greater than anything that comes against me. Yes, I'm simply saying that this song talks about the power of divine connection. Divine connection simply means I have with me the God above me, and because the God above me is with me, the God above me is greater than anything that may come at me. I'm so glad that this song says to all of us that because we partner with God, we can say we are victors. We can say we're going to win in the end. We can say that somehow, some way, God is with us and will therefore come through for us. And that means, again, that us plus God equals victory. And that's the word I'm giving to everyone right now who is feeling like you're nothing, feeling like you're down to nothing, you've allowed people in life to make you feel like you are nothing. Here's what you do. You remind yourself that you're not by yourself, and because you're not by yourself, you have God with you, and since God is with you, that means you can do anything but fail since God is with you. It means that in the end, you're going to win. In the end, you're going to come out on top because God is with you. So I'm nothing without God, but with God, I can do all things. With God, I have the victory, and with God, my life, it means something.
Man, appreciate that word. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Frederick Douglass Haynes. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Ricky. Have a great day.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rick Smiley Morning Show, 10 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page. Good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone. And a happy Monday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcil, here with a quick look at your front page news. President Trump's doctors say he could be released from Walter Reed Medical Center as early as today. Friday, being treated for coronavirus. Yesterday, Trump briefly drove in a motorcade to wave at supporters gathering outside of the hospital, even though Secret Service agents in the SUV with him were wearing masks and other protective gear. Experts say that the photo op was a very In addition to Trump, there has been at least 10 people in his family and federal government, his advisors, and people that have been in recent contact with him that have tested positive for the coronavirus in the past few days. Meanwhile, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says the Senate will be out for the next 2 weeks due to the coronavirus outbreak that has 3 senators and others. However, the Senate confirmed from Supreme Court nominee Judge Amy Coney Barrett will still go forward as scheduled starting next Monday, October the 12th. McConnell has suggested senators may appear virtually
Eva,
as they have done.
Hold on, Eva, your internet going in and out. Hold on, give us a minute. We'll come right back to you. We'll do your front page, your news like in between songs. Let them fix your internet. I'm sorry, it's just going in and out. I don't know if you can hear it or not. No, but I appreciate it. You're reading the hell out of it, though. I was enjoying it. Start. Your internet said bloop, 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 bloop.
No remix.
The remix, yeah.
Mix it.
All right, let's take a look at sports. What you got, Rock?
Hey, man. Well, we may have ourselves an NBA Finals. The Miami Heat bounced back to beat the Lakers 115-104. They still down 1-2, but Jimmy Butler, 40 points, triple-double, without two of their best players. And he says the Lakers are in trouble now. They're going to get a couple of their players back, so we're going to see, man. It's going to be exciting to watch. Let's go around the NFL, a couple of games to touch on real fast. Jacksonville loses to Cincinnati, but quarterback Joe Burrow gets his first NFL win for the Bengals, man. Big looks right there. Seattle Seahawks, they 4-0. They knocked off Miami. Cleveland Browns score 49 points against the Dallas Cowboys. This is a happy, sad moment, Rick, because I want to see the Browns win, but not against the Cowboys. Dallas defense is garbage. Just being straight up honest. Come on, man. I mean,
right.
It is what it is, man.
Boy, you saw Stephen A. Smith video last night?
Come on, you know Stephen A. gonna go in on the Cowboys every time he get an opportunity when they lose. Hey, Tom Brady at the age of 43 throws 5 touchdowns, engineering a comeback after being down 24-7. Hey, man, look out for Tampa Bay. And, of course, Atlanta versus Green Bay tonight for Monday Night Football. Atlanta's 0-3, Green Bay's 3-0. Can we get the Falcons rolling? Come on, really? Sir. It is what it is.
It ain't gonna happen.
That's all I got right now for sports. Gary with the T, what you got, man?
All right, y'all. Carmen is finally, y'all, opening up about his relationship with Tiffany Haddish. I thought he was going to never claim this girl because she done talked about him so many times, and honey, he never said nothing. But he's saying, y'all, that Tiffany, y'all, which I didn't know, they say Tiffany Haddish, she tests her jokes on Carmen. And he said sometimes he give her negative feedback. Now, he spoke about the relationship, y'all, talking to Kelly Clarkson the other day. He said, y'all, that Tiffany, she tests her jokes on him at times, and he's always brutally honest with her. He also revealed, y'all, whether it's challenging to date someone, y'all, like Tiffany Haddish with her wit and humor. He said, quote, I will say, I'm funny, but in a corny way. He said, it's not hard dating a comedian, but I don't try to keep up with her jokes. He said, even though I throw mine in. He said, she's like on another level. But it does encourages me because sometimes she'll say some jokes that are not funny, and she's courageous enough to do it. He said so, but she just let him feel inspired and what have you. And he said sometimes the stuff doesn't work, but he said he still love her, and you know that he just really have to be brutally honest with her. Now, Ricky, you in Special K, y'all comedians, do y'all pass y'all jokes or test y'all jokes on different people?
It just depends on the vibe of somebody you dating or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You date somebody that's kind of serious or whatever, you just ain't really finna be joking all the time. And then you dating a comedian, like dating nobody, it's just for me hard to be around comedians that joke all the time and can't have a serious conversation. Now, there are some comedians like that, and we call what comedians call it. We call it they just be on all the time. Mm-hmm. I have to walk out the room. It's just nonstop.
It's draining.
I can give you a very short list of them, and I have to walk out the room. I'm like, oh God, this cannot be real.
Yeah. Well, he said he just have to be truthful with her and caring. He said, but he got to also be honest with her. So I guess there you have it. I didn't even know they was going together, honey, because he never said nothing, but I'm glad he did. All right, the color today is one of my favorite fall colors. My color today is persimmon. On the high end, you say persimmon, and on the low end, you say beautiful orangey brown. That's your color for
Gary,
today.
Or you can date a chick that think that you're funny all the time. And okay, you could be talking about your grandma passed away, and she's like, I know it's a punchline in there somewhere. I see a joke coming.
Always waiting for the joke.
Yeah, waiting on the punchline. She'd be like, She had that look.
You sitting over there crying.
Yeah, you sitting over there crying because your grandmama died, and I know it's a punchline in there somewhere.
Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
It's gotta be annoying. Coming up next in the hot spot.
Trust me.
Meg Thee Stallion makes a powerful statement during her Saturday Night Live performance. I'm gonna tell you all about it up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and
that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rick's Smiley Morning Show. Hey, the same as being brought to you by My Computer Career. That's right. If you don't absolutely love what you do, go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today and become an information technology professional in as little as 4 months. That's mycomputercareer.edu. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into this thing. Meg Thee Stallion made her Saturday Night Live debut this weekend, and during her performance, she made a powerful statement with the words "Protect Black Women" on the backdrop behind her. The performance went on to include audio from Malcolm X's 1962 speech, where he said the most disrespected, unprotected, neglected person in America is the black woman. Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair, the color of your skin, the shape of your nose? Who taught you to hate yourself? She also included audio from activist Tamika Mallory slamming Kentucky AG Daniel Cameron over the Breonna Taylor case. Mallory said Daniel Cameron is no different than the sellout Negroes that sold our people into slavery. Megan later told the crowd, we need to protect our black women and love our black women, because at the end of the day, we need our black women. We need to protect our black men and stand up for our black men also, because at the end of the day, we are tired of seeing hashtags of our black men. Now, speaking of Megan, y'all, Tory Lanez, he was out spotted making public appearances in New York and New Jersey this weekend. He was at a club called Barcode in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and spotted shooting a music video in Brooklyn. He need to just go in the house and just stay in the house for a little while and just chill. So I don't know if he's running out of money. I don't know what's going on, but please, this
they
is
don't
just
have
not
to be having no men around them.
This is not a good look, period. I mean, my goodness. Last but not least, sad news today. Actor Thomas Jefferson Byrd, who appeared in many Spike Lee films, was shot and killed in Atlanta this past weekend. He was 70 years old. Spike Lee shared the news on Instagram, saying, I'm so sad to announce the tragic murder of our beloved brother, Thomas Jefferson Byrd, last night in Atlanta, Georgia. He starred in Clockers. He starred in Get on the Bus. He was in Bamboozled. He Got Game, Red Hook Summer. He was in Chirac in 2015. They say the police responded to a person being injured at 1:45 in the morning, and they found him unresponsive, and emergency medical workers pronounced him dead from multiple gunshot wounds in the back. So let's keep our prayers going.
And you know, he's my friend. He's a member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. He the bros, too.
Oh, man, I'm so sorry to hear that. So let's keep his family lifted up in prayer.
Only in Atlanta would a 70-year-old get shot at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's crazy.
Can't hear you, Kate. Speak in the mic.
I said a 70-year-old getting shot at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's dangerous, man. I swear. You know, that was just heartbreaking to read that last night.
Yeah, it was. All right, coming up, that's going to wrap up the hot spot, y'all. It got kind of sad. My heart kind of, my goodness. All right, y'all. Coming up next, we got Rock T's Joke of the Day. And why don't y'all hit us up for them wake-up calls at 1-866-9-RICKY. That's 1-866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, it is about that time. Rock T's Joke of the day. Joke of the day. Joke of the day. That was beautiful, Brett.
Thank you so much.
You get that note. All right, Rock T, you ready?
Two country bumpkins were arguing with each other. One says to the other, I bet you can't drink a full bottle of Jack Daniel's whiskey, wrestle a bear, and have relations with a woman all in one day. Country bumpkin number 2 grabs a bottle of Jack Daniels and drinks it all in 15 seconds. Then he heads off into the woods. He returns after a few hours and says, now where is that woman you want me to wrestle?
Y'all don't get it? Hey,
No, you scored on that one.
Yeah,
You scored on that one, boy.
Gary,
I'm still trying to figure it out.
me
So
too.
he got drunk and went out there and had relations with a bear. And he came back and said, where that woman you want me to wrestle? Yeah, he went out there, he tore that bear up. He done dealt with that bear. And now he want to wrestle a woman. He done got it all mixed up. He done got drunk off that Jack.
Okay.
Oh, boy, you did one then, that boy.
Yeah, that was a good
You
one.
did that one. All right, y'all, boy, Rickey Smiley, boy, the show coming up.
Hold it.
He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth.
It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley, the morning show. 7 minutes after the hour. Gary has a tea in the cooler today. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Ricky, the prayer awards are being solicited for a colleague of yours, Miss Niecy Nash, y'all. Now, it's rumored that Niecy Nash's marriage may be in trouble, y'all. Now, according to reports, they're saying that Niecy and her new wife, Miss Jessica Betts, are facing some issues, and they're saying it's because of Niecy's family. Now, an alleged text, y'all, was posted recently, and it said, so I heard Niecy Nash and her wife are having issues. Now, they're saying apparently Niecy's family isn't happy with their marriage. Plus, they're saying her wife wants to be more out in public with their marriage, more advocating gay rights, and Niecy, they say she doesn't want it. Now, a lot of people are saying, y'all, that Niecy may need to call Robin Roberts or Wanda Sykes because they have European wives, and Niecy's wife happened to be of African-American descent, and they're saying their wives don't talk. And you don't know nothing about them until you see pictures of them together or what have you. But allegedly, they're saying Jessica, honey, wants to be out there, and she wants to be advocating gay rights and whatever. And Niecy, they say she just doesn't want that. So we got to pray, honey, on that, because I can't see that being really true, because usually it would be the European women want to be out there protesting and carrying on and stuff. You don't usually would think that, that an African-American woman would want to be out there advocating. She just want to be happy.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I feel like whoever's saying this is just messy, and they just want to be in their business. They just want to stir some stuff because people hate to see people happy.
And that's what it is, Brett.
And it don't matter how your family feel. If you happy, you be happy. You don't live for everybody else. You live to make yourself happy.
Right.
Yeah, well, honey, and they said just something about those Jessicas, I guess. I don't know, honey, but
watch your mouth now. Don't do that.
Oh, okay.
Don't do that now.
I'm sorry.
But you want to come to work tomorrow, don't you?
Nah, Ricky, that's a threat. But I ain't talking about your
that
Jessica,
ain't no threat.
Brad.
That's love, baby.
That's
love.
love. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh.
I'm going to come pick you up myself.
Okay.
Bring you on into work.
Okay. But anyway, we're going to see how this, I mean, it's a touching thing, though, but I hope that's not true, though, because like you said, though, Brett, they just don't want to see this woman happy, and just let her be happy.
Leave these people alone. Goodness, she ain't even been married a month. Let this lady be happy before you start talking stuff. It's so ridiculous.
I know.
People ain't got nothing to do. They just miserable.
I know. And misery loves what?
Company.
All right, moving on. Another celebrity news. Speaking of misery, y'all, I hope this girl keep her job, honey. Kelly Rowland. They're saying that Kelly announced the other day, y'all, that Donald Trump, honey, is definitely not experiencing, honey, COVID. She said, honey, she don't believe. She said he's lying about it. And you can't say nothing like that, Kelly. I mean,
a lot of people saying that.
He done said 30,000 other lies.
Yeah, but what'd you say?
Yeah, she's just expressing the way a lot of people feel, because there's been so much propaganda, no one knows if it's true or not.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of say it in my head, but I'm not gonna publicly say that, honey. They'd be to snatch me off the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. So, baby, no, ma'am, baby, honey. He got it, girl. I ain't about to say nothing.
No, he don't got it now.
So, honey, but anyway, we're gonna see, honey, if Beyonce speak out next, y'all, honey, since Kelly's saying her thing, honey. And in my final story. Shut up. In my final story, y'all. This is for Brad and Eva. Now, if y'all have a man, he loves y'all, and then, he just happen to have a side chick or whatever, but he bought you a nice $700 outfit, but he bought his other woman one too. I mean, would you sell your outfit or you keep it?
I wouldn't want that.
Well, anyway, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all what's going on. Future's baby mama, honey, Miss, how you say her name, Brad? Joey Chavis? Joy Chavis, she went on social media, y'all. She let everybody know that, honey, she got her a beautiful Laquan Smith jumpsuit that her wonderful man, Mr. Future, bought for. But then his other baby mama, she had hers out there too, y'all. Miss Brittany and Melanie. So Brittany said, so both of these girls was on social media in their outfits. So baby Miss Brittany said, girl, mine for sale. She said, I'm selling it right now, honey. She said, I'm selling it for $650.
Okay, now see, that's different. That's different. If the other girl showing that she got on the same outfit, you damn right. I'm going live on my Instagram just for sale, or you going to see me burning it up. You know what I'm saying?
Like, Ricky, have you posted stuff like that? Because that's something you would do.
I don't blame her.
I mean, yeah,
that's
you got
nice.
if something on sale, you just go ahead and get something for everybody.
Yeah, but they might be the same size.
So we don't have time to be going to different stores, flying in different outfits. You're lucky we went and got that one. Everybody be
happy.
Bought
the same birthday card for two chicks.
Absolutely.
Sir. You're not even like that, so stop saying that.
Just be happy I'm in your
you
life,
ain't
huh?
even like that.
Ricky ain't like that, girl. Yes,
No,
he
he
is.
ain't like that. No, he not.
He be buying twin packs, but anyway.
Not at the same time.
But anyway, honey, congratulations to these girls on their outfits, y'all. They look cute together.
It might not have been at the same time. It might have been a special stylist or somebody at each time he was with this person. He really liked that outfit. He wanted to see how she looked in it.
Yeah, all right. The color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today is persimmon. On the high end, you say persimmon, and on the low, you say beautiful orangey brown. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all, give it up again with the team. All right, here we go. Time for the wake-up call. 866-9-RICKY. Here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so with be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. This is Trellis calling from Gainesville, Florida. This is for my son, Sir, on the hill at Alabama A&M University. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, this is Zayd calling from Tampa. I want to give a shout-out, wake-up call to my baby Inaya. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, it's your boy Oz Kelly calling from Raleigh. Want to say wake up. Good morning to everybody, all the Uber drivers out there.
This is Kiki from Beaufort, South Carolina. I want to say please go out and vote for 2020. Make your voice count. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Love you guys.
You listening on your radio. It's a whole gang of cities tuned in, locked in. What's yours? Cause we gon' let them know. When you at Miami, wake up. Seattle, wake up. And Detroit, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. St. Louis, wake up. New Orleans, wake up. And Memphis, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I appreciate that, Brett.
You welcome, Ricky.
Sound. I appreciate you, little bro.
Yeah, my boy, pleasure.
Yes, sir. Black Tony, where you at?
Yes, I'm on Facebook. I'm on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter right now, trying to find trying to get a heart of being crunk.
He was just on the phone. If you'd have came to work,
you need to give me his phone number.
I'm saying if you came to work, you could have talked to him.
You need to give me his phone number, son.
You can have it if you come to work. Come to work.
Give me his phone. Give me his phone number.
I'm giving you his phone number. Yeah, that man. You'll make that man probably lose his law license.
I'm trying to sue somebody, son.
Who you trying to sue?
Go ahead. I'm suing you for $650 million, $100,000, son.
I wish I had it.
For destroying my reputation, son. You done destroyed my whole reputation, son. I can't even get no job nowhere. Cause you don't put it on blast. You don't put me out there like I don't never come to work. Now don't nobody want to give me no job. I done talked to 6, 7 different radio posts to try to get me another job. Cause I want to work. For most of it, and they told me that I don't never come to work, and they hear you talking bad about me, so I'm trying to get being crunk. We're gonna sue you for $650 million, $100,000.
Hey, Black Tony.
So let me get your number, son.
I never said anything about you not coming to work. You the one called in.
You put me on blast every time I tell you to put me on the private phone and don't put it on the radio. So you put it on the radio, and then everybody think I don't never come to work. So
think about all the conversations we had, Black Tony, that was not on the radio. Think about those conversations. Let's talk about that.
Don't try to get out of it now, son. I'm finna put being crump on your head. Don't try to get out of it now, son. Ain't nobody. I'm gonna get out of it.
What make you think you're going to get a $600 million judgment against me?
Cause that's what I'm going to act for. Even if we be held for it, I'm still going to get $300 million.
Don't sue me, man.
And when I get $300 million, I'm going to buy your house, shout it, and I'm going to make you rent it.
Yeah, bro. I don't have that kind of money, bro.
Pay me rent, so I'm gonna buy your house, and you're gonna pay me $300 a month to stay there. So
I give you the rest of them little bit ass Friday after next checks that be coming every Christmas.
Well, glad, but it's paying you.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hold it. He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Gary has the tea and the color of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Tracy Ellis Ross. We all know who she is. She's the beautiful daughter of Diana Ross, and she's one of the stars of the show Blackish. Well, now, y'all, Tracy is being dragged, and the prayer words are definitely being solicited for her. It's being reported, y'all, that Tracy Ellis is dragged on Twitter, y'all, because she called herself the face of Black Beauty. Now, they're saying, y'all, actress Tracy Ellis Ross referred to herself as the face of Black Beauty in a recent interview, y'all. And they're saying Black Twitter went ballistic. They said, how many? And how could you say you are the face of Black Beauty and you are a biracial woman? You're not black. Your mama black. And they're saying others are upset because they feel that Tracy is not black enough. Now, some people said either, that, she just needs to stop saying that or just let it go. And that's but then when your mama black, you're black.
When you got any black in you, you're black. That gene rule out all of them.
That's what I thought too. But they telling her, honey, she is not beautiful.
She is beautiful, and she can say she's black. She is black. Come on now, Diana. Oh Lord, Gary, please. This is stupid.
So I hope nothing happened to her.
So what would make her say, like you ain't doing that? Knowing that you got people that's jealous, people that's hateful. You set yourself up when you say stuff like that or whatever, and people just take it and just run with it.
But damn, you can't say how you feel about yourself. Like, I think I'm a face of black women. I'm black, so I would like to say I'm beautiful and I'm a beautiful face of the black woman. Are. Like, hello. So what's wrong with me saying? Because she's lighter, or one of her parents is. Come on now.
Yeah, because her daddy is white.
Oh my God. Okay, Gary.
Yeah, but I hope Miss Ross console her and talk to her and let her know that she is beautiful, honey.
Fine. She
because
grown.
to be honest with you, all Diana Ross children are biracial except the first one on Rhonda, because that's the one that's for Berry Gordy, so she's pure black. But nevertheless, we
you know what? You really just slid that in with your messy self.
Yes, he did.
The one that's for Berry Gordy? Really?
No.
But anyway.
You messy as hell.
You're not supposed to say nothing.
Did nobody needed that explained to them.
Well, I just want the world to know, because we love Miss Ross, especially me.
Yeah, after you'd have talked about I've been to church.
And the kids.
And the color they daddy,
Oh, God.
I didn't mean it. I don't know. Y'all took it the wrong way. But anyway,
and Diana Ross said, Diana Ross, don't let me backstage at a concert. You always get to go backstage at a concert.
Go through your tape away, honey. Oh, I forgot she did do that. But
I tried to get backstage. They walked right past me. I watched that limo drive by. I watched those tail lights get real small.
Miss Ross ain't had time to hear that day, baby. She was busy. She didn't want to hear that comedy tape, honey. She was not trying to laugh. Brad, she took that CD, baby, and threw it out the window.
She threw it out the sunroof.
We'll never forget that day, baby. Miss Ross said, girl, I'm swept away right now. I ain't got time for that. Oh, she told him, ain't no mountain high enough neither, because I ain't going to hear it. Yeah, she did. You're a love child.
Oh, wow.
But anyway, we love Miss Ross. So, but anyway, I don't know where you got that from. But anyway, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is persimmon. On the high end, you say persimmon, and on the low end, you say beautiful orangey brown. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all, give it up for Gary with the T. All right, y'all, we're talking to the one and only Dr. MJ Collier, y'all. We're going to open up the phone lines because I know we got a lot of people calling that have questions concerning coronavirus. Good morning.
Good morning to everyone. Dr. Collier, I wanted to know if you could get the virus from cigarette smoke or people who are smoking out on marijuana smoke. That's just my question for today. Thank you.
Great question. We have confirmed that the virus is aerosolized, and when people vape or smoke cigarettes or marijuana, they put themselves at higher risk because the smoke causes inflammation of the cells of the lung, but also the aerosolized virus, it can stay in the air for an extended period of time. If you walk through that cloud and it has the coronavirus in it, that increases your susceptibility to infection.
So now coronavirus is in the reefer.
Well, no, it's not. It's in your breath when you blow it out. And because people smoke it, they inhale the smoke, whatever it is, marijuana, vapor, whatever. And when they exhale it, that's when they put the virus in the air.
Yeah, because you're going to have everybody doing tests on the weed now and stuff. And I just felt so bad for Brad and Eva. Let's go to the next question. you on with Dr. MJ Collier. Good morning.
How do we know if Donald Trump really has the COVID virus? Because he and his staff and his family have lied so many times in the past. So how can we trust what's really coming out from the White House at this time?
Well, I've heard that the internet saying this is a myth and, and they're just perpetrating this. This is not, that situation. I know without question that he has the infection. There's some other information that's available I cannot share, but I know that this is indeed true. So he has definitely had the virus. I hope this changes his mind about treating other people and how it should be handled in the country and mask wearing. So when he was doing his parade yesterday, he did have a mask on. It was a big mask, too, just like Joe Biden's big mask.
Special K.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you spoke with coronavirus on the phone yesterday. Why did he say he decided to enter the White House?
Because he said he was, he wanted the Trump to put some respect on his name, and he heard how he was just talking about him like, you don't think I can come up in there? And he said, you're gonna put some respect on my name. You talking about it is what it is and all that. He said, all right, I'm gonna let you see what it is. Then I'm gonna slide on up in there, player. So I'm just gonna hang out here for a couple of weeks and let you see what time it is, and then
Whew, boy, I just blacked out.
Yeah. Put some respect on it. You saying my name like I'm a punk. See, I'm cold. I ain't no damn pneumonia. Ain't no damn flu bug. I'm COVID up in here, cuz. 19.
What he say at the end, K? Right?
19.
19.
No, man.
Oh, Jesus. All right, let's go to the next call. You on with Dr. MJ Collier. Good morning.
I wanted to know, how do you feel about parents that choose to keep their children home and do the virtual school, prone to the parents that let their kids go to school? And what advice would you give us parents that are kind of battling with the ideas of our kids are safe at home, or are we lacking with them in education department because we're not letting them go to school?
It's a personal choice that everyone has to make depending upon their circumstance. But without question, the at-home education process is not as effective as the in-person education process. But the kids are definitely much safer at home as well. And so, once the schools opened up, there were outbreaks and cases, basically universally. And then, the issue is not the kids. The kids are dying, and disproportionately black and brown kids. 3 out of 5 kids that die are black or brown. But bringing it home to the parents or the grandparents in the house is the biggest concern from that, is spreading, the virus in the community. So, again, it's a personal choice. The kids are without question safer at home, but they also are having a less than ideal educational opportunity. I know that's the case in my house.
Right. Dr. Collier, all of the people, please say this. Please, please, please let everybody know what they need to take every day to protect themselves, other than wearing a mask, because we definitely want, you definitely have to wear a mask in order to stay safe. But what do you need to have in your body just in case?
Okay, a strong immune system is your first line of defense of fighting off the virus. You boost your immunity with vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin D at 5,000 international units per day, vitamin C at 1,000 milligrams per day, zinc at 30 to 50, probiotics, and omega-3 fish oil to defeat that underlying chronic inflammation, particularly those that have chronic conditions like high blood pressure or diabetes. That chronic inflammation is what predisposes you to have a worse case and a poor outcome. So you need to boost your immune system. First thing they did to the president, put him on vitamin D and zinc, because those are the most effective. Literally, after the first zinc tablet, your immune system is boosted within minutes. So it's fighting the infection and cutting off the ability of the virus to replicate and cutting down your infection problems.
Right. Hey, Will, appreciate that, Dr. Collier. Hey, I just want to say we're not being insensitive about coronavirus. It has affected my family, have had losses or whatever. It was just I don't know. As comedians, we get into the brain of the coronavirus and what did he have to say about that was directed toward the Trump administration and how the Trump administration has handled coronavirus. So don't get overly sensitive in thinking that we're making fun of people's how it have.
We got to laugh through our pain. We're a little ignorant.
Yeah, we comedians, but that was funny to talk about how he wanted to go to the White House. I don't care what you say now. That was funny.
That was funny.
Whether because it has affected all of us. I have lost pastors.
That's right.
And friends and mentors and high school classmates. Got one in the ICU right now fighting for his life, and he would be laughing if I'd have positioned it how we positioned it. So don't start all that writing and stuff, because we said 19. What we said. We not apologizing for it because it was funny. Period. Point blank. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. We got the one and only attorney Ben Crump that represents so many families all over the country, just trying to help folks that get taken advantage of. You just Ben, good morning.
Good morning, Fred. How you doing?
Man, root to the good bros. Hey, man, appreciate everything you do, man. If don't nobody else tell you, man, I just want you to know that I really appreciate you. Ben, let's talk about this this settlement. What was that case about?
Rickey, a lot of cases we represent nobody knows about. On last Friday, we had the largest verdict ever returned in the Zoom virtual trial era for $411 million for a black veteran named Dwayne Washington, who was horribly injured, practically paralyzed in a truck automobile accident. And it's so fascinating, Rickey, because there have only been about 50 Zoom trials in America because COVID-19, right. We can't stop justice. And so, Rickey, we literally had the whole trial. The only people in the courtroom were the lawyers, the judges, and the client. And then all the jury was on the TV screen. Every witness, every police accident reconstructions, every doctor, every expert, everybody was by Zoom. And so it was just shocking to everybody that the trial was able to go forward pretty smoothly, talking to people on TV. But when that jury came back and awarded $411,786,842.42, exactly what I asked them for, even the judge had to be choked up a little bit. So it was just a great day for saying Black Lives Matter, because my client was a black veteran, the custodial father of his 3 sons that he was raising, and just an incredible human being who the jury connected to, and what we were saying, even though it was on Zoom by television.
Wow. And Ben, what was the other case? And congratulations on that. And we'll definitely be praying for that family. What was the other case? Or was it another police brutality case that I think you texted me about last week?
Now, I wanted to give you an update on Breonna Taylor's case.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah. And so, Rickey, thanks to you, man. I mean, you done went to Louisville, and all the brothers and sisters who've been protesting, all our frat brothers like DL and them talking about it on their shows. People kept making noise to where the state of Kentucky did something unprecedented. We've been fighting this Daniel Cameron, the Kentucky Attorney General, who we don't think has proper grand jury proceeding. Rickey, I call it a sham proceeding, because we know that they end up causing wanton endangerment on the bullets that went into the white neighbor's wall, but doing nothing about the bullets that went into Breonna Taylor's body while she was in her own apartment, and the police busted open her door based on a lie. Well, we now have got them to release those grand jury recordings, and it is exactly what we talked about, Rickey. It is an affirmation that they were not presenting any evidence on behalf of Breonna Taylor. It was almost as if they were doing everything in their power to justify these unjustifiable killings by this police department. And in fact, Rickey Smiley, the grand jurors were the people who were arguing for Breonna, not the prosecutors. And you and I always talk about it's these prosecutors who lose these cases when they kill black people, the police. And so we got to hear everything that happened in the grand jury proceeding. And Ricky, the jury, the regular people, they were asking questions like, they showed them a couple snippets of video, and there was a black lady. You can clearly tell she's a black lady when you listen to the video. She said, well, what about the other video? And then the prosecutor said, well, ma'am, it's about 15 hours of video, and so we just don't have the time to show you all the video. And she retorted back just like a sister, and only a sister can. She said, we got time. And,
right,
and they wouldn't let them see it. And then, Ricky, it's a white man who's suing Daniel Cameron, who was on the grand jury, who's saying that, man, we don't believe this case was presented like any of the other cases, and we believe that you all are trying to use us to wash Breonna's blood off your hands, and he wants to talk publicly. The law doesn't allow you to do that, but the judge is considering whether to let the grand jurors talk publicly about what a miscarriage of justice this was from their perspective, what Daniel Cameron, the Kentucky Attorney General, did in trying to exonerate the killer cops for killing Breonna Taylor.
So the white juror is suing the prosecutor.
Yep, suing Daniel Cameron.
Oh wow.
He's suing. He's suing because he said what happened was not fair. And now, Ricky, the law gives the Attorney General, the top law enforcement in that state, all the power. But it is provisions there, and that's why we got to keep screaming and shouting from the top of our lungs that Breonna life matters, to say her name, because they can reconvene another grand jury and they can appoint a special prosecutor. Unfortunately, he gets to make that call because he's the Attorney General. And remember, Ricky, this is the guy who is a black Republican who is Mitch McConnell's protege. He's on Donald Trump's short list for the United States Supreme Court. This is the man who did Breonna in.
Right. Hey, Ben, listen, when if one of those jurors get an opportunity to become to get released, Ben, can you connect us where we could talk and have them call in? I really want to have a conversation. Have them come on the show, Ben. We appreciate every single thing that you do for America, standing up for our people, man, and we absolutely love you. And Ben, let everybody know how we can follow you on social media.
Hey, I'm at Attorney Crump on Instagram and Twitter and on Facebook. And Rickey Smiley, if the judge let them speak, I'm definitely going to get that black woman to come on your show because she needs to talk to black America, and you represent black America better than anybody else, Frat. And that's why I love you to death for always using your voice for us.
Always, man. Always. Root to the good brothers. Love you back, man. Ben Crump, y'all. All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show is about that time. Every Monday we talk to Marc Morial, the state of black America. So excited to have you on this morning, man. We got stuff talking
Ricky,
about
good morning.
Man, good morning. We talking about the census, the United States Postal Service this morning. And so I know you got a lot. Go ahead.
Hey, man, first of all, that Rona is real, isn't it, Ricky? The Rona is real.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody, the Rona is real. But I want to first start by thanking the people of Philadelphia. I was in Philadelphia on Saturday with Andrea Custis of the Philadelphia Urban League. I was out there with Sean Smith and Bridget Kelly, two great artists, and we worked throughout the city of Philadelphia and went out to Cheney University, encouraging people to get out to vote in Philly. Lots of energy, but this morning I want to let everyone know the Urban League is fighting for you. We are fighting for you. The right to cast a vote and the right to be counted are at stake. We have filed 2 lawsuits against the Trump administration. We've sued the Census Bureau and the Commerce Department, and we've sued the Postal Service. And here's the latest developments on the census lawsuit. We have a federal judge in California that has ruled against the census and has ordered the census to text every 2020 census worker to let them know that the head count of every U.S. citizen will continue through the end of the month. We beat the Census Bureau in federal court when they tried to cut the census short by 30 days. And I tell you what, even after the judge issued the first order, Ricky, the Census Bureau tried to defy it. So we had to go back to court a second time, and they want to end the count early so they can manipulate the data to exclude certain immigrants, try to make sure there's a depressed count for reapportionment next year. We are fighting. We'll continue to fight. Wow. Secondly, we filed suit against the Postal Service, and there are a number of suits pending against the Postal Service. A judge in California ordered the Postal Service to prioritize election mail and immediately reverse the changes that have slowed mail delivery. What's the bottom line here? We are going to fight voter suppression. We're going to fight census suppression, Ricky. We're going to fight on the ice, and we're going to fight till hell freezes over, and then we'll fight again on the ice. So we're not going to sit back and allow these efforts to suppress the census or suppress our vote take place without a fight. And there are many, many people out here who are with us in these lawsuits, in this effort, in this fight, as we remind people of the necessity of being counted and voting right now.
Wow. Hey, I really appreciate that, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to the State of Black America with former New Orleans Mayor and Louisiana State Senator Marc Morial, currently president of the National Urban League. Make sure y'all go and check out the Urban League voting checklist and resources at reclaimyourvote.org. That's reclaimyourvote.org, man. Thank you, Mr. Marc. We really appreciate you, man.
I just want to remind everybody, one last thing, Ricky, mask up, vote up, count up. We got less than 30 days to go. This is our fight. We got to make a difference.
There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Marc Morial.
Thank you, Ricky Smiley.
Oh, man, appreciate you. Have a good day, man. Brad, take me back now.
Boomerang. It's Take Me Back to the movie. Halle Berry, Eddie Murphy, and Robin Givens. Yes, and it took me right back to that when he was looking at the bus. I know this is not the song. It was another PM Dawn song, but yeah.
Oh, we got it. Have we played that one yet? The other PM Dawn when he finally fell in love with Halle Berry.
Yes, when he was missing her, he was staying at the bus. I don't know. I can't think of the song though.
Oh yeah, we'll play it about Die Without You. We're gonna play that one tomorrow. We're going to play that one tomorrow. Boy, that one had you in your feelings, man. Boy. And then, do y'all know where that song come from, though?
What is it?
Spandau Ballet.
Spandau Ballet, yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
True.
I know there's magic to That's right. It's Delilah on Easy 93.1.
Oh.
Hey, Delilah, I'm in love with Harriet. I've been in love with Harriet since the 3rd grade. Delilah, she got 8 kids by another man, but I still love her and I want her back. Here's a song for you. Y'all know I sit my ass up and I listen. Boy, y'all know Delilah is one of my all-time favorite radio personalities. I have to wait till she play Air Supply. I'm gonna play Air Supply on y'all ass. One day I'm gonna break out. I'm so I'm so lost without you. I know you were wrong. Believing in so long. Wait till we break out with Air Supply. I'm gonna turn all y'all white on here. What?
Come on, man.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. I'm really excited about this morning. This gentleman I'm about to bring on the show this morning, joining us. He's a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated from Chicago, graduated from Duke. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard me play his powerful words for the past 2 weeks at the top of every hour on the show about the importance of getting out the vote. From the Alfred Street Baptist Church in Alexandria, Virginia. Please welcome Reverend Dr. Howard John Wesley, y'all. Come on. Hey, man.
What an honor to be on with you.
Man, it's an honor to have you on. The other 1911 I'm talking about listen.
You stumbled getting that cap out your mouth, Ricky. I heard it.
You know how to slide a little hate in there, just a little hate. Hey, I'm sure your phone been blowing up. Did anybody tell you like we really rocking this clip at the top of every hour, every day up until the election? I'm so serious about it.
Hey, you listen, first of all, thank you. Thank you for putting it out there. But it just goes to show what your broadcast is all about, man, by not only bringing healing and laughter and soul, but also civic responsibility. So I really appreciate getting that message out, because this is the most critical election we've seen in our lifetime, Ricky, the most critical.
Absolutely. And can you break down the part about the federal judges in the Senate, get into some of those details that's in between, your words that, when you said that on that clip, and how important it is?
Yeah, well, let me tell you what motivated real quick, Ricky. Just think how many young black folk I was listening to saying they weren't going to vote, that they didn't see Biden as any better than Trump. And I think what's short-sighted is the legacy of a president. The president gets to appoint people at the Supreme Court, the appellate court, and the district court. And those seats sometimes last almost 40 years. So what Donald Trump will be able to do in another election is continue to put people on the bench who will sit there, and our grandchildren will be standing in front of these people looking for justice one day. This is a major oversight that I think a lot of people don't really go into. And of the 198 appointees, I misspoke in the sermon, but I did correct it. Only 6 have been of color. And let's be clear, everyone of color ain't our kind. So this is a major thing here. So we're upset about a lack of justice in our world. It starts with the judges. We got to make certain that we're putting someone in office who puts judges on the bench who represent our interests for justice.
Right. How you doing, Pastor Wesley?
I'm good this morning.
It's great to know that you from Chi-Town. I'm from Chi-Town too. Whoop whoop, Chi-Town, stand up. But I got another question for you. Do you feel like Trump's recent health crisis will have any effect on the election?
Well, my personal opinion is no, because his base isn't moving. Anyone who's supporting Trump, you know what? We can hold the election today. People have already made up their mind who they're going to vote for. We already know that there are two diametrically visions of America. This president is not trying to sway anyone else. He's just trying to cater to his base. I don't think this is going to have any effect on him whatsoever. His base stands behind him without any question.
Yeah. No matter what he does. Okay, you got something?
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, I'm just so glad to hear. Yeah, this is Comedian Special K. I'm just so glad to hear somebody else echoing how important it is that we not only get out the vote for ourselves, but for our kids and for our grandkids. Yes. Because the world that's going to be theirs is the one that we're voting for today. It's not even for us. Those of us in our 40s and 50s, it's not for us. It's for them. So if you don't care about your own present, care about their future. And that's what you're selling. And that's what people need to be buying.
Listen, I want to sell the past. I want this generation to remember how many of our forefathers and foremothers literally died for us to have the right to vote. And then also be mindful that when you don't vote now, you also not only affecting judges, you can't serve on grand jury or jury polls. So when officers are indicted and you get mad that there's no charge brought against them, it's partially because we're not even in the jury pool. We're not even in the room to say that this is wrong and someone ought to be held accountable, because when you don't vote, you disqualify yourself from jury duty.
Right.
Wow. See, and that's important because Pastor Wesley, a lot of people didn't know that. They had no idea.
Right.
And we complain. And what would you say to all of the men out there? Because we are struggling to get our men to show up to the polls and vote, because the Democratic Party is pretty much on the backs of black women. What do you say to all of the super woke brothers out there, like you said earlier in the conversation, that they, I don't know what I'm a, what do you say to them that's confused about the process, don't know how important it is about the jury and the federal judges? What would you say to them?
I would say, one, that we owe our black sisters, and what we owe them is to step up and meet them in our civic responsibility. 2, we're doing this for our children and generations ahead of us. We have to vote. If you care about your children, if you care about your grandchildren, this is something you have to be involved in and step up to the plate. and then continue to support people like you, Ricky, who are help educating. I want black men to hear what the implications of this are. So as we see really what's at stake, this ain't about whether you think Biden's going to offer you something better. Is he doing something just for the black community? This is about the future of blacks in America, and we have got to step up and vote in this election. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
How can people follow you on social media and follow your movement in your church?
Well, I really appreciate that. We are at Alfred Street Baptist Church. You can subscribe to us on YouTube, Alfred Street HD, or you can follow us, Alfred Street, on all of our social media. I'm Pastor HJW on Instagram and on Twitter. And, Ricky, I'm part of a new movement calling on our Divine Nine to get out and vote. You know, these AKs are coming out in swarms to vote in November.
Absolutely.
I'm asking all of our Divine Nine to do the same. Join me today on social media, #WeVoteD9. Come on, Qs. Come on, Alphas. Come on, Kappas, Sigma, Iota. Listen, we coming out and doing this thing this year. We're going to do it. I believe God for an amazing outcome in November.
Yes, and you know what? One more thing, Rick. We really appreciate your speech that went viral, Birth of a Nation, as well. Just wanted to say that.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. Hey, we absolutely love you and we appreciate you, and thank you so much for coming on. And I will be playing your clip at the top of the hour
every
hour, every day,
yes,
leading up to this election. So your voice is gonna be heard on this show because you saying what everybody been saying, but just the way you put that baby into a Tide Pod, it's power. That was a shot. That wasn't a drink, Reverend. That was a shot. That was a good. That was
no chaser.
No
Yeah, Brad. That was a Patron shot right there. That was Patron. Hey, man, we absolutely love you, man. Y'all give it up and show your love. Yes, sir. Dr. Howard John Wesley, y'all.
Yes, sir.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The time right now, 26 minutes after the hour, y'all. The segment's being brought to you by Urban One. Voting is the first line of defense for our democracy. You can have an impact on the course of history. Get out and use your voice in one vote. That's right, in one vote on November the 3rd. Go to newsone.com/vote for all your election information. All right, y'all got the front page right here. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcel, here with a quick look at your front page news. Now, there remains a lack of clarity and many questions about President Trump's health. He's been at Walter Reed Medical Center since Friday getting treatment for the coronavirus. Yesterday, in an effort to project strength, Trump made a surprise outing in a motorcade to wave at supporters gathered outside of the hospital. Some medical experts say that the photo op was a very unnecessary risk. Meanwhile, following the news of Trump's illness, Joe Biden's campaign says that the Democratic presidential nominee has again tested negative for the coronavirus after testing negative twice on Friday. Now, there's been some concern as President Trump and Biden shared the debate stage last Tuesday. Also, today is the last day to register to vote in 13 states across the country, including Ohio, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, and Texas. Register to vote today or check your voting status if you have already registered. Go to whenweallvote.org for information. There are just 29 days until the November 3rd election, so let's get ready. Also, attorneys for Breonna Taylor's family are asking Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear to appoint a new special prosecutor to reopen the case. Tapes from the grand jury investigation were released on Friday. In an open letter, the legal team slammed State Attorney General Daniel Cameron for intentionally not representing or presenting homicide charges against 3 white officers who fatally shot 26-year-old Breonna in her own apartment. Now, in other news, according to new reports by the Inside Higher Education, the nation's HBCUs are doing something right when it comes to reducing the spread of COVID-19. While some colleges and universities are having a very hard time managing the coronavirus, historical black colleges and universities are managing to reduce the spread while keeping their students in the classroom. HBCU faculty realize black people are more susceptible to extreme challenges from the virus and are encouraging all all students to wear masks, socially distance, and to not partake in large gatherings. All right, that was a quick look at your front page news. For more, log on to the Rickey Smiley Morningshow.com. Rock-teasy, fo-sheezy, what's going down in sports?
Yes, indeedy, my kneesy. Well, the Lakers, they lose Game 3 to the Miami Heat. Yes, indeedy. Jimmy Butler had 40 points, triple-double. Two of the best players of the Miami Heat did not even play, and they still got the victory, man. So we may have a series now. We may have a series. Let's go around the NFL, touch on a couple of games. Big up to quarterback Joe Burrow, former LSU star, Heisman Trophy. He finally gets his first NFL win. Seattle Seahawks, they beat Miami. They off to a 4-0 start. And everybody talking about the Cleveland Browns going into Dallas to beat the Cowboys, 49-38.
Man.
Listen, man, this is a happy, sad moment for me, Rick, because we want to see Cleveland.
There you go.
Oh, Lord. Boy, we got Corona internet this morning.
2, 1.
And action.
Ain't no joke, boy. I'm telling you what. Rock teasy.
Here you go. Here you go. And
There we go.
1.
Jerry Jones must have took his check back.
Say what?
Jerry Jones must have took his check back.
Better now.
Oh, there you go, Eva.
Yeah, pull some power from over there.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, y'all, we got the hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like
shame.
it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, what was that last one, Rock? Go ahead, real quick. Did he make it back?
Man, Dallas Cowboys defense is garbage. That's the last part. But shout out to Dak Prescott because he's playing his butt off.
Oh, man. All right, y'all, what you got, Brett?
Hey. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett, and this is the hot spot. Where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into this thing. Kanye West, y'all remember he went viral after he shared a video of him peeing on his Grammy Award. Well, LL is not having it, nor is he impressed. He said, with all due respect, I think Kanye should, maybe just pee in one of his Yeezys or something instead of peeing on the Grammy. He was on Deuces and Mero, and he said, go ahead and pee on one of them Yeezys, B. He said, I've been hosting the Grammys for 5 years, and I love it. And he also said they space shoes. He said, come on, get out of here with that. Don't do that to the Grammys. And I kind of agree with him because people strive hard and work hard to get Grammys, and we don't want to disrespect our accolades. You know what I'm saying? And anyway, okay, moving on, y'all. Viola Davis, when it comes to the top paid actresses for the year, Miss Viola Davis is rounding out at the top 10. She ranking in 10th at $15.5 million on Forbes' highest paid actresses list for 2020. She is the only black actress who has made this list. She previously spoke on being compared to Meryl Streep, who was the 5th on the list with $24 million. I think this is great. She said earlier, I got an Oscar, I got an Emmy, I got 2 Tonys, I've done Broadway, I've done off-Broadway, I've done TV, I've done film, I've done it all. I have a career that's probably comparable to Meryl Streep, Julianne Moore. She said all of them came out of Yale, they came out of Juilliard, they came out of NYU. She said, but they had the same path as her, and yet she's nowhere near them. Not as far as money, not as far as job opportunities, nowhere close to it. So, we rooting for Viola. We think she's great. We love all of her work. All right, y'all, last but not least, a shootout occurred on the set of the Baby's video shoot. Oh, Lord. Saturday in Charlotte, North Carolina, he was in a crowd of what appeared to be extras when the gunshots rang out. The crowd started running and cars started pulling off. It seems like at least one person may have got hit. No word on their condition. Meanwhile, the rapper's attorneys told the site that the shooting was near the video but had nothing to do with him. The Baby's attorneys added that he sends his heartfelt prayers to anyone injured or otherwise affected as a result of this shooting incident. All right, y'all, I'm going to wrap up the hot spot right there. Coming up next, we got Chef Jernard Wells with them quarantine meals, and we got the praise mixed down with the White Stone. The time now is 33 minutes, 27 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Shut up, Ricky. You know I get confusing sometimes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got the nicest chef in the country, Chef Friendly Jernard. Man, we love Chef Jernard. Chef Jernard is the only person on this earth that's nicer than Rock T. Chef Jernard, good morning.
Good morning, man. Look, well, you already know when you feed them, you're going to always be in their good graces.
Okay.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about, man. What you cooking today?
Man, look, we're going to trick it out a little bit. We're doing a surf and turf quesadilla. But you can trick it out and make it a little healthy. What we're going to use is we're going to use a tomato basil tortilla shell. We got some mozzarella cheese, some queso fresco that we're going to put in it. We're going to chop up some flank steak. Going to sear some shrimp, a little corn, bell peppers. Man, look, you can't have a good quesadilla without a little spice. Then we're going to kick it up a notch with that lemon pepper zest to it. See, that's going to get you right there.
All right, man. It's Chef Jernard. And what is it called again?
Look, a surf and turf quesadilla. You got to let it roll off. Surf and turf quesadilla.
Brad, that sounds good. That sounds like something you'll like.
It do sound real good. It do sound good.
And I just know Eva gonna probably make that for the kids tonight. Eva, she stay on schedule.
There, Rick? What kind of vegetables he say put in there?
Look, yeah, we're using bell peppers. Yes, we're using bell peppers. We're using corn. Then we're gonna actually add some jalapeno to it. But what you do is you take the seeds out of the jalapeno, so you get the flavor and not the spice of it.
Oh, hey, I never knew that. Because it'd be so hot. I was going to say, I can't do them jalapenos, whatever you call them.
No. That's the key with really extracting the flavors of any good spicy peppers. Remove the seeds because that's where the heat is. And then you really can focus on getting the flavor of the pepper. Yeah.
Yes.
Look.
And how can we find this video?
Look, they need to go to the Rickey Smiley official IG page and go to YouTube. Then after that, make sure they check me out as Chef Jernard. Then after they finish doing it, they need to make sure they be prepared to go vote.
There it is. Oh, man, we got the Jesse Jackson of meals.
Okay.
The one and only.
I approve this message.
I'm going to be eating my surf and turf quesadilla while I'm standing in line to vote, Jack.
Okay.
I know that's right. Y'all give it up for Chef Jernard. Chef Jernard, thank you, man.
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.